Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tea Time with Acupuncture is My Life. Now, today's episode is going to support some of what I discussed yesterday because I got an overwhelming response with regard to the importance of sleep, and individuals are facing, sleep disorders of different sorts. And new individuals, global individuals. I had a few from Japan, one from the Netherlands, 3 from the UK, 2 from Nigeria, and a few from the US Virgin Islands, 1 from St. Croix, 2 from St. Thomas. A lot from here in the States, United States, inquiring as to if acupuncture can help with sleep, and yes, it can. It definitely can. And I'd even, via virtual conference, taught these individuals or showed them different acupressure points that they can apply to themselves and stimulate, as well as Eastern nutrition recommendations to accompany that. So, to wait and see when I do my follow-up virtual visits. But, since it is a hot topic, I decided, I'm going to share this over Tea Time episode with Acupuncture is My Life, as well as it's something that deserves to go on our social media platforms as well. So if you're not already following us, follow us under Acupuncture is My Life on every social media platform. And if you're a Twitter person, it's at acu_is_my_life. And also check out the acupunctureismylife.com website. Great health information, women's health series running on the site, as well as you can subscribe to our weekly newsletter as well. But when it comes to sleep, you have to understand, sleep is super important for not only maintaining great physical health, but also mental health, okay? Because poor sleep is related to tons of different health problems, as well as increasing stress levels, and even psychological disorders, okay? And I'll keep stressing, I've done this on many podcast episodes. I'll keep stressing it. Sleep is super important. But what can be some of the reasons for poor sleep? It can vary from psychological problems to physiological problems to just even personal habits, as well as the conditions or the environment in which you sleep in. So there's a ton of factors that contribute to low quality sleep. The bigger one is your phone. Globally, you have 70% of individuals worldwide, and that's a rough estimate, own smartphones, okay? And these phones are an integral part of many individuals' lives. They do everything on their phone. It gets so hooked on it, it seems as if it's a body part to many individuals. And many individuals will use their phone literally up until the moment when they're attempting to fall asleep, and then wonder why they have issues falling asleep. A lot of it has to do with the light that's emitted from your phone, because it tends to trick your brain into thinking that you should be wide awake and not be asleep. These lights from these phones that's emitted from the phones reduces the amount of melatonin that's produced by the brain, and many individuals do not know that. And of course, melatonin is responsible for regulating your sleep. All right. Another is, what's the temperature in the room in which you're sleeping? Because a lot of people, I get patients that complain, doc, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night drenched. It's hard for the human organism to sleep under heated or hot conditions where the airflow is terrible. The flow of fresh air is bad. Being too hot or above average warm or even super, super cold. Now, there are individuals that love to sleep under cold conditions, but not too cold. You don't want refrigerated conditions, because once you're shivering, you're not going to sleep. Because you have to understand, to fall asleep, the temperature of your body will decrease and continue to drop until it reaches a rapid eye movement stage. That's your REM. So, to make your sleeping environment cooler than normal, not cold or freezing, cooler than normal, you'll find yourself able to fall asleep faster and even remain asleep. Okay? Now, another concern is caffeine. Drinking coffee or caffeinated teas or drinking soda and so forth before bedtime, or within even 5 hours of bedtime. Nope, that's a no-no. Because it interferes with you. Caffeine interferes with your sleep cycle. You see, drinking some type of caffeinated drink within 6 hours before bedtime can reduce your sleep time by up to an hour. Now, experiencing these disorders, these sleep disorders, see an acupuncturist. You either see a local acupuncturist or you contact acupuncturists, my life. Either or. And I say this over and over. At this point, there's no way you shouldn't be pursuing wellness visits, regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist or acupuncturist, my life, along with your annual visits to your physician or even semi-annual. Okay? Because health is wealth. The wealth isn't in the bank. It's not in the safe. It's not in your purse. It's not in your pocket. It's not under the mattress. It's not in the shoebox in your closet. It's not under the doghouse in the backyard. It's in you. There's no way you should not be seeing an acupuncturist on a regular basis or seeing acupuncturist, my life. Okay? Now, another cause for concern relative to sleep is the conditions, sleep conditions. Individuals faced with insomnia, which is the most common sleep disorder, get to an acupuncturist. You have no excuse. Acupuncture is great for dealing with insomnia, as well as even obstructive sleep apnea. Because that's a sign that you're having difficulty breathing. So there's going to be tons of sleep interruptions going on throughout tonight. Okay? Acupuncture can help with these disorders. Another is alcohol consumption. Definitely disrupts your sleep cycle. Now, I've had tons of people say, oh, when I drink alcohol, I tend to pass out. The question becomes is, do you wake up in the middle of the night? And I get the same response. Yeah. You see, alcohol increases the production of adenosine, which is a sleep-inducing chemical, which causes you to feel drowsy. But guess what? It eventually wears off. And you'll begin or begin to notice yourself waking up a few hours before a full night's sleep. Okay? So keep that in mind. And alcohol can prevent you from getting into that rapid eye movement stage of sleep, which is a super important phase of sleep, which is responsible for consolidating your memories into long-term memory. Okay? And also, alcohol is known to be a diuretic, considered a diuretic. Notice when you drink, you run into the bathroom. So now if you're waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, are you not interrupting your sleep? Another issue is inconsistency with when you go to sleep, when you sleep. Individuals will say, hey, this night I'll hang out late. Then the next night I decide to work 2 shifts at work. And then another night it's something else. There's no consistency in your sleep pattern. And this inconsistency can lead to chronic sleep deprivation. And also be careful with naps. And I get this from a lot of elderly, not only patients, but just individuals that I speak with. Try and limit your nap time between 15 to 30 minutes. Because when you go over that, it's going to affect your sleep at night. Okay? Another issue can be going to bed and you're hungry. Hunger pangs while you're sleeping, you're tossing and turning. How does that affect you the next day? When you wake up, you want to shove everything in your face. Okay? That's not good. That's not good, especially if you're attempting to lose weight. That's not good. It's not. All right? Another issue can be, and this is a female thing, is hormonal issues. Your menstrual cycle can interrupt sleep. This hormonal fluctuation during your cycle affects your body temperature. In some cases, causes anxiety and depression, abnormal cramps. You have fatigue. All types of aches and many other things affects your sleep cycle. See an acupuncturist. Ladies, acupuncture is great for adjusting, making the appropriate adjustments to when you're on your cycle. Less pain, less cramping. It's is why I say you have to speak with an acupuncturist or contact acupuncturist, my life. Okay? Now, many individuals don't realize how much, unless you're diabetic, especially type 1, how much blood sugar affects your sleep quality. And if you're diabetic, my recommendation to you is to not consume alcohol before bedtime and do not exercise before going to bed, okay? Now, another can be the quality of your bed. I hear those complaints a lot. The mattress is too firm, the mattress is too soft, the mattress is lumpy, this. Quality plays a part as well, okay? Quality plays a part as well. And you know, I have to backtrack with regard to what I stated before when I stated if you're diabetic, avoid exercise before bedtime. You know what? Let's spread that out across the board. Exercising, whether it's cardio or anaerobic, at a highly intense level, affects sleep quality because your body needs time. Your body needs time to settle down. Your heart rate needs to return to its normal level, and so does your body temperature. So with your body temperature and your heart rate existing or being at high levels, you're not going to be able to sleep well. You're not. Now let's go to the extreme, the other end of the spectrum here. And let's talk about those that don't exercise. Individuals that lead a sedentary lifestyle. Acupuncture is my life. Acupuncture is my life. What are you doing to exhaust energy reserves, built up energy? Nothing. You're sitting around. So when you attempt to go to sleep, you need something to help put you to sleep, whether it's chemically related or environmentally related. That being, I watch TV long enough until I eventually fall asleep. Okay? I read myself to sleep. And this is why I say over and over, exercise. Exercise is extremely important. It's almost as important as seeing your acupuncturist on a regular basis or being in touch with Acupuncture is My Life. Okay? Yep, these things are important. You know what? If you're operating a vehicle right now, do me a favor. Pull it over to the side of the road. And if you're crossing the street, hurry up and safely get across the street. And if you're carrying or lifting something heavy, take a moment, rest it down. I need everyone in a relaxed state right now. And I need you to close your eyes. And I need you to say to yourself, acupuncture is my life. And now open them. Boom. You are now brand new. And brand new you are. Okay? Now, another contributor to poor night's sleep is stress. Stress. Feeling overly anxious, worrying a lot, is proven to disrupt a person's sleep cycle. And you know what? Not only does stress deprive you of necessary amounts or required amounts of sleep. But then being deprived of sleep heightens your level of stress. See the vicious cycle there? Think about that for a second. Stress, you need to be seeing an acupuncturist. You really, really, really do. Which is why I say you must make acupuncture a part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?